Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, happiness keeps slipping through your fingers, like something is always missing? This story will change the way you see happiness forever, and the answer might not be what you expect. A young boy named Omar sat alone under the shade of an old fig tree. His heart was heavy, his mind clouded with sadness. No matter what he did, he always felt like something was missing. One day, an old wise man named Sheikh Karim noticed Omar's sorrowful face and approached him. "My son, why do you look so down?" He asked with a gentle smile. Omar sighed. "I don't know, Sheikh, I just feel unhappy all the time. Nothing seems to make me truly happy." Sheikh Karim smiled and said, "Happiness is within you, but before I explain, I want you to do something for me. Find the happiest person in this village and bring me his shoes." Omar, eager to find an answer to his sadness, set off on his quest. First, he came across a wealthy merchant who was laughing with his customers. Surely he must be the happiest man in the village. Omar asked, "Sir, you seem so joyful. May I have your shoes? I need them to learn the secret of happiness." The merchant chuckled, but then sighed. "I have wealth, but I also have worries, competition, thieves, and the fear of losing what I have. Happiness does not come from gold, my boy." Disappointed, Omar continued his search. Next, he found a strong farmer whistling as he worked on his lush green field. "This man must be happy," Omar thought. "Sir, can I have your shoes?" Omar asked. "You look like the happiest person I've ever seen." The farmer wiped his face with a handkerchief and shook his head. "I love my work, but I also have hardships. Droughts, storms, and feeding my family are always on my mind. Happiness is not found in the fields." Omar walked further and saw an Imam teaching children about Allah's mercy. The Imam's face glowed with peace and contentment. Surely he must be the happiest of all, Omar thought. "Sheikh, may I have your shoes? I've been searching for the happiest person, and you seem to have found peace." The Imam smiled. "My son, I do not own a pair of shoes." Omar was stunned. The happiest person he had met had no shoes at all. Confused, he returned to Sheikh Karim, his head lowered. "I searched everywhere, but every person I met had troubles. Even the happiest man I found had no shoes at all." Sheikh Karim chuckled softly. "And what have you learned, my son?" Omar paused, then realization dawned him. Happiness isn't found in wealth, work, or even comfort. It is something we choose within ourselves. The wise Sheikh nodded. Indeed. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said richness is not having many possessions, but true richness is the contentment of the soul. Sahih al-Bukhari. Life will always bring challenges, but if you focus on gratitude, trust in Allah's plan, and appreciate the little blessings around you, you will find true happiness. For the first time, Omar smiled, not because his life had changed, but because his heart had. From that day on, whenever sadness crept in, he reminded himself, happiness is not something we find, it is something we choose. If this story touched your heart, tell us in the comments, what does happiness mean to you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring Islamic lessons.